We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. We're just ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, oh, oh. This time we'll take it slow. Stephen Colbert asked John Batiste, what song would he want to listen to if he could only listen to one song for the rest of his life? And I think he rattled off some awesome songs. Hadn't heard of many of them, but I'm sure they're greats. But the point that I'm trying to make is that song was the one that popped in my head. I don't know why. I kept trying to think of like other things that could possibly be the song that I want to listen to. And for some reason, that song just kept popping in. So that was my song to pick. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because Beethoven, Brahms, John Coltrane, Dizzy Gillespie, none of those guys could say that song. Do you know why? Because they never heard it. The reason why this ties to authorship is because eventually books, writing, and literature needs to evolve. And I'm saying that because I went to Forbes and I looked at the top 100 famous writers let me pull this up here, in the world, I guess, are based on Forbes, right? And I scrolled down to the bottom, and right at the bottom of this list, let's see here, let's see if I can get there. Or number one, which I guess is at the top, I guess, was William Shakespeare. Okay, that's cool. Followed by Homer, followed by Virgil, followed by Leo Tolstoy, followed by Ernest Hemingway. Like all these great people, Jane Austen, all these great people, right? But the problem with these people, Charles Dickens, the problem with these authors is they lived in a totally different world than you and I did. So can they have great stuff? Absolutely. People go, why don't people, read like they used to? It's like those people that we're talking about were famous back then, the writers that they're listing on this list, they were writing for their contemporaries. They weren't writing for you and for me. They don't know what our lives are like. They were writing for the people in their era. They were the television and film of their time. So I say all that to say, you, my friend, are needed. New authors are needed to write for this time, not for the past time. Can we watch and learn from them and read their books and study from them? Absolutely. But they cannot be the mark for a new author. They can be the foundation, but they can't be the goal. Because again, they were writing from a time with many of them, no cars, no lights, not a single luxury, no internet, no videos on YouTube, no books available to you. A lot of those people, you had to go to a library, go to some place to get the book because you couldn't even have access to the books, and you couldn't have access to the books unless you were certain people. So limited amounts of knowledge. I mean, the list goes on and on. I'm telling you that to tell you today, I was like, I am a writer. This is what I am going to do for the rest of my life because I've been fighting it. And I hope this helps you. I've been fighting the idea of being a writer for, as a profession. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know how we're going to get there. We're going to get there together, you and I. I don't know how we're going to make it a full-time thing, but we're going to, because I woke up today and I go, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? And it was like, I want to write books that help people, entertain people, that change people's lives. I mean, as a matter of fact, somewhere on that list is probably James Patterson. And I don't know if you guys know from James Patterson, but that gentleman writes outlines. He doesn't even write the books. He even told you, it's like, I have ghostwriters write the books. He writes outlines. He releases like 3 or 4 books a year. And the reason why I think he does so well is, one, because he can release at such a high pace with ghostwriters, but 2, he's writing for now, not for back then. Again, I don't want y'all to twist this around and say I have something against historical fiction, or actually I don't. I'm thinking about writing a historical fiction book myself later on. I'm just saying that there is a need. And even with that historical fiction, when we write it, it's going to look way different than someone in the time writing it. We're not going to use the thee, thou, those, this, thus, thither in our writing. We're going to use common English. Even that little change brings it into this time. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying all this to say, I actually, before we go, I have a book that I want you to take a look at. Whether I read a lot of books on, like, I'm not gonna like call them out because, and don't freeze it because I don't want you to say my favorite book for writing format, you guys, is this little gem right here. If you have not read or listened to this book, please, fiction or nonfiction writer, please do yourself a favor and get this book. Okay, it is absolutely, one, it's written from this time, and two, it's an absolute necessity for anyone looking to tell a story, fiction or nonfiction. You need to read this book. I don't know, Jessica, don't have any sponsorships or anything like that. I'm just trying to keep it real with you. That book right here, this book right here is essential for your author journey, I would say. I always say like and subscribe at the end, but I want you to hit like and subscribe because we are now at 690, which is awesome. And we're on our way to getting to the 1,000 mark. But I want you to say something to yourself today. I want you to give yourself permission to say, I am going all in on this writer thing, because we need new writers. We need new perspectives, and we need new voices. And you, my friend, and I, my friend, are definitely able to be those voices. I'm kind of talking to you, and I'm also talking to myself right now. I saw your comments on the last video about Discord. I'm thinking about it. I talked to my wife and I talked to, my kids about, here's the thing. My son is a gamer and he is on Discord, and I get that like a lot of film and TV productions are going to Discord as well. I have nightmares about that because, we have them turning their phones, at night so that we can all get some sleep or whatever. And I remember one time all I heard was, I'm thinking, oh my God, what is that? He said, oh, that's my Discord chat. And my wife goes, well, you can turn off the alerts. I go, I know, but for me, I don't know if I can do Discord. I mean, that's a very fast flowing format from what I'm hearing with all the and so let me think about it. I'm kind of like, still leaning toward Facebook, but I definitely want to say I heard you. And, I'm entertaining that idea. I'm going to ask my son to kind of show me more Discord stuff. We may still end up on Facebook, just saying that. But I will definitely take a look at the Discord idea because, again, writing is the primary focus for this whole thing. And I want to make sure that we're doing that and that I'm able to do that. And I don't know that I can do that with the going on my phone, which I know I can turn off the alarms and the alerts, but just knowing it's there, I'm very easily distracted. So anyway, we'll mull it over. We've got, a couple of days. We're launching on Monday, so we'll figure it out. But until then, make a commitment to be a writer. Say to yourself, I am a writer and I am going to make this my full-time thing because I want to help more people. And the way I can do that is by committing to this and by getting this book, if you haven't read it already, and learning story structure from that young lady. It's absolutely brilliant. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. Had a pretty good writing day today. Wrote about 500 words, which, it's not great, but it's something. And they were words I liked, so that was good. How many words did you write today? I'm holding you accountable already. How many words did you write today? And if not, get to writing right now on your book every day, at least a couple hundred words. A little dabble do you. All right, see you guys in the next video. Peace. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace. Bye-bye.